Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again from the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City for the fourth time this season for your Tuesday triple header sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 2022 regular season presented by Extreme One Stop Shop Appliances. This will be the third game para dito sa ating Tuesday game day. Byron Villarreal and the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards looking to extend their immaculate record. They're now at 16-0 as they go up against the visiting Manila Stars in today's main match dito sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Ronnie Matias and the rest of the Manila Stars reeling from the loss of Gary David, who has now transferred to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Once again, Nueva Ecija at 16-0 going up against the Manila Stars at 6-10. This is your main match of today's Tuesday triple header. Once again, good evening. Javi Palanya together with Coach Aldo Panlilio bringing in the action from the broadcast booth. Aldo, is it really possible still for Nueva Ecija to lose a game at 16-0?
If there's an opponent on the other end of the floor, anything is possible, even maybe upsetting this Nueva Ecija squad for sure.
That remains to be the million-dollar question that everybody is trying to answer right now as the Rice Vanguards look to go on a sweep in this regular season with 5 games to go. We also have Gianna Llanes, who is manning the court side para sa atin. G, how are you?
I'm doing good. What an exciting game we just witnessed for our second game of the night. And I'm sure this one is going to be just as exciting. Dahil nga maraming reasons ang Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards for entering the court today in high spirits. But we also can't count out the Manila Stars because they are really fighting for that spot in the playoffs. So I have a lot of stories for you for this last game.
This is a battle between two North Division teams here. Number 8 ang Manila ngayon, and obviously Nueva Ecija at the top spot at 16-0. Let's talk about the tournament format as we go nearer approaching the playoffs. Aldo, 22 teams playing 21 games in this season, and the top 8 teams in each division will qualify for the playoffs with the top 4 squads holding home court advantage.
And the first 3 playoff rounds are a best of 3 series, and the finals is a best of 5 series, which is very important for these top 4 squads to remain up on the top 4 for that all-important home court advantage.
That's why a lot of teams really trying to fight in contention for that home court advantage. That top 4 spot really much coveted para sa parehong kupunan. Ngayon naman, let's talk about the team standings in the North Division where these two teams are located. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Nueva Ecija, obviously the top team at 16-0 in Manila, trying to hold on to that number 8 seed.
Nueva Ecija comfortably at number 1. And as comfortable as Nueva Ecija is on top, Manila is fighting for their 8th spot. So this is a must-win game for them. All games are a must-win for them if they want to retain that 8th spot to get to the next round.
Caloocan, Marikina trying to breathe down the necks of the Manila Stars for that 8th spot, the last bus to the postseason as we approach October, where in the second half it will be the start of the playoffs. Let's talk about the previous games of both squads. Manila losing to Caloocan. They are on a 4-game losing streak right now. That was an 80-69 decision.
Here in this game, bench points are for Manila 39, for Manila 29 for Caloocan, but field goal percentage 26 out of 66 for 39.4% for Manila and 32 out of 75 for 42.7% for Caloocan. Turnovers as well, 25 big turnovers for Manila and 16 only compared to the 25. I say only, that's still a big number, but still 9 less than Manila.
Turnovers proving to be one of the deciding factors in Manila losing that game against the Caloocan Excellence, who are just below them in the team standings of the North Division. Dako naman tayo sa kabila. The Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards winning once again an emphatic victory against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers, 83-64. Michael Wico and company just reeling over the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers.
Bench points 43 for Nueva Ecija and 30 for Centro. Assists 32 assists for Nueva and 19 for Centro, as well as the 3-point percentage 46.4 for Nueva and 19.4 for Centro, as well as the field goals 50% for Nueva and 33.3 for Centro. If a team is shooting 50%, Happy, how can you even beat that team?
Nueva Ecija, the top offensive team in this league, and obviously also the top defensive team in this league. We'll look at the numbers later on during the game, but Coach Gerson Cabiltes will be looking to get victory number 17 here. Let's turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for our player introductions.
Excitement fires up! here at Nueva Ecija Coliseum. Welcome for tonight's main game, Manila Stars versus your Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. This is the OKBet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th season, presented by Extreme. Novo Ecijanos, are you ready? Here are the starters. First, for the Manila, David and Rojas Construction Stars. Power forward number 99, Waki Mariano. Starting at center number 16, June Bonsubre. One guard number 1, Dan Sara. Also at guard number 9, Marvin Lee. And also at forward number 23, Julius Manalo. The head coach for Manila, David and Rojas Construction Stars is Maximino Dayandante Jr. Assistant coaches, Brito Roma, Ricky Alcantara, PJ Del Rosario, Migo Roldan, and Aldrin Lunas. Team manager is Adolf Salazar. Team governor is Joey Simanes. Team owners are Raymond Ang and Emilio Chu. For your Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Power forward number 15, Bobby Balucana. Also at forward number 77, Renz Palma. At center number 28, Michael Mabula. Starting at point guard number 0, Pamboy Raymundo. And also at guard number 18, Philip Manala. The head coach for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards is Gerson Cabiltes. Assistant coaches, Noy Catalan, Arnold Oliveros, Bong Pineda, Joseph Guion, and Harold Nang. Team managers and team owners
Starting
are
5
Raymond
for this
Dizon,
game, Dan Sara, Marvin Lee, June Bonsubre will be playing his first game here this Mpbl season for the Manila Stars. Julius Manalo, Waki Mariano rounds up the 5 para dito kay Coach Max Dayadante, para naman kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes. It's Pamboy Raymundo, Philip Manalang, Michael Mabula, Renz Palma, and Bobby Balucanag. Oh, moments away from tip-off now here. This is the final game of your Tuesday triple header dito sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. I'd like to congratulate Philip Manalang on his wife giving birth to their new child. Congratulations.
Always good news.
That's right. All right, first quarter now underway. Nueva Ecija wins the opening tip. Javi Palanya together with Coach Aldo Panlilio and Ms. Gianna Llanes on courtside duty. Mabula against Bonsubre. Pamboy for 3. Back irons that one. Junjun colors the board.
Good box out there. It's not easy to box out Mike Mabulak, but good job securing that rebound for the Manila Stars.
For you, Coach Aldo, as Manalang is down on the floor. Looks like he hurt his shoulder. Battle for the ball here. For you, Aldo, what does Manila need to do to achieve the quote-unquote impossible?
Well, aside from the obvious, which is make baskets, it's harder to stop this team because they've been together for so long that they know where they are at all times. So it's harder to stop them on defense.
And
if anything, try to stick with them on offense.
And they've been repeatedly tested, especially on their home floor. That first home game against the San Juan Knights, where that game was really close. San Juan was in control almost the whole match until Hesid Gabo caught fire and took over in that game to get them a victory. Lee now for 3. That's good.
Yeah, this Manila squad has shooters on deck too, so they can keep up with the scoring. Marvin Lee and the likes of Dan Sara as well can really keep the scoring going for Manila.
Well, it has really been the depth that has been the biggest problem for opposing teams to counter para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, because every time there is a 5 on the floor, they give the same type of energy and effort galing dito kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes.
Well, this Nueva Ecija squad has a first 5 even on the bench, their second five is a first five of another team as well, and that's how deep they are.
They have 3 starting fives on their
Anyone who Coach Gerson calls, walang latak dyan. Wala.
And I've said this time and time again in this season, I've always been impressed with the way Coach Gerson has commanded the respect of his players. A lot of these guys, marquee names in their own right, but he has really made them bought into his system, really defending very hard. And it's very difficult for you to challenge pros at this level to pressure from the backcourt all game long.
It just goes to show how much respect they have for Coach Gerson. But aside from Coach Gerson, it's also the players themselves understanding that they have a role to play in this team. And they're not looking for individual success, because at the end of the day, this is a championship team built to win. And there's nothing better than winning a championship. You can have a good game, but at the end of the day, championship is what's the most important for your career.
Manila, they turn the ball over, and it's going to go the way of the Rice Vanguards, who have yet to come on board. 2-man game. Balocanag rolls to the basket. Oh, misses a gimme right there. Butsubre gets another board.
Oh, good pass by Pamboy. Again, that's that knowledge of knowing your teammate just couldn't convert on that shot. Oh, floor is a little slippery right now.
Manalo trying to manufacture something inside. Manalang defends that very well. Mariano, another 3. This time it dumps.
6-point lead for Manila off 2 3-pointers. One from a guard and one from a big. Nueva Ecija yet to get on the board.
Manalang takes it by himself and makes it.
Well, sometimes you have to go get your do-it-yourself kit to manufacture points, and Manalang doing just that for the first 2 points of Nueva Ecija.
Manalang once again playing inspired basketball after the birth of his new child. Congratulations once again. Sara now blows by Philip and is able to draw a foul.
Oh, there's that speed of Sara. Again, another deceptive player. Alam mo, relax lang siya. Pero again, if he catches you just for a second off guard, he'll blow by right past you.
Manalang not really relied upon to score para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, but already passing his average, only 1.9 points per game, 2.3 rebounds, and almost 4 assists. Itong si Philip Manalang.
Well, that's what you get from all the players of Nueva. You don't have one guy really with outstanding numbers, because everyone is... It's always a balanced attack when it comes to that team.
Nueva Ecija, as we mentioned at the top of our coverage, the top offensive team in this league. As this free throw by Dan Sara is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang sabuat at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Let's turn you over to Gianna Lianas, who has a report.
A lot of reasons why the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards are entering the game in high spirits today. As you guys mentioned, Philip Manalang is a new dad. Chris Biton is finally activated this season, and the entire team is coming from a 2-week break where they were able to return to their respective hometowns to spend some time with their family. Alam mo naman natin na ginagamit talaga ng Rice Vanguards as their 6th man sa mga home game nila, ang home crowd nila. So Coach Gerson's squad even earlier reminisced in the fact that the past seasons, mga 10 van ang dinadala nila with the crowd when they were the visiting team. Now they're bringing the game of basketball to the Nueva Ecijanos. Para daw talaga sa kanila ang undefeated record ng koponan. Now Jonathan Oiloan will be sitting out today's game to make way for Chris Biton. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report, G. And Philip Manalang continues to sizzle here. That's now 5 points in the game para kay Philip Manalang. A rare 3-point shot made for the new dad.
I'm sure he's dedicating this game to his new child, for sure. Going out of his way to get his points.
Oh, Balocanag, that's excellent passing. Big man to big man. Michael Mabula connecting with Bobby B to tie this game up at 7 apiece. And just like that, they flip the switch. Philip Manalang starting things off para sa kanila. Got a drive earlier, hit a 3-pointer. This time, Michael Mabulak, look at the big man leading the break para sa kanyang kupunan and leaving it for his fellow big, Bobby Balocanag, who gets 2 points. 7 apiece is the score here, almost midway through the first quarter. we're looking at the home record here for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. On July 5, they won against Laguna, 30-point win against San Juan. This was a really thrilling nail-biter, 81-75, and against Zamboanga, 81-76. Two of the top teams in the league failing to conquer the very mighty Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards on their home floor.
Well, the whole MPBL still hasn't been able to conquer the mighty Nueva Ecija, and it remains to be seen as the playoffs approach if they'll hold that immaculate record or if someone will be able to give them their first loss of the season.
They swing it to Lee, hit a three earlier, that's off to the left. Nueva Ecija once again looking to run. Oh, Bobby B leaving it for Mabula. Mike fails to score. Manila will counter. No foul called. Oh, and possession will swing back to Nueva Ecija.
Oh, what happened there?
Let's look at that. Bonsubre outlets to Lee, who did not see Manalang right in front of him. No foul was called by our officials. Decided to let that one go. A lot of contact. From that angle, it looked to have been clean, but from that first angle that we saw, tumama talaga siya.
Again, 7-all. Low-scoring affair.
They go to Mabulak at the post against Bonsubre. Loses possession. That's going to be a turnover. The first para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Really looking to get their offense started from the post. When Mike gets into his spot and forces help defenders to come get him, he's a good passer, has a big as well, and he can find the open man.
Well, that really has been the way they have ran their offense throughout the season. Always going to their post players. Michael Mabulak, JJ Collado. A lot of them very able passers as Bonsubre getting 2 points inside.
Got the mismatch as Mabulak switched out. Had the smaller Bobby on him. And by smaller, I don't mean small, but in height-wise, smaller Bobby, and got the 2-point shot.
Oh, Bobby Balocanag, I call him the mutant because sometimes what he does is out of this world.
Have you seen this guy jump? Kung di nyo pa nakita, tumalon niya ng full force. Magugulat na lang kayo. Baka biglang daktakan yung bantay niya. Oh, good move in the post.
Mabula continues to milk that matchup against Bonsubre. Single coverage, no problem para dito kay Michael Mabulak.
Beautiful footwork with that up and under and drop step.
Mariano for three, that doesn't work. Palma with the board.
Oh, trying to go back to Mike.
Oh, Manalang barely grazes iron on that shot. Palma tries to save it, but runs out of real estate. Possession swings back to Manila.
Now we have a platoon swap.
Let's look first at this move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. Michael Mabula up and under against June Bonsubre. No match on that single coverage for his fourth point of the game. Itong si Michael Mabula.
No, it's just such a joy to watch big men work in the post. Such good footwork, and how they become so creative in that matchup in the post. It's just fun to watch.
Oh, kalaban mo ba naman 16 araw-araw sa practice?
Kailangan mo talaga matuto ng footwork.
That's right. Of course, Michael Mabulak, formerly from the San Miguel Beermen, faced a lot of the Kraken during his days with San Miguel in practice, day in, day out. I'm sure that was a very fruitful experience para sa kanya.
Yep, and look how he's performing now. I think he's confident that anyone who guards him or anyone he guards, isipin lang niya na binabantayan niya si Kraken. Okay na siya eh.
Lee fails to connect on a three-pointer. New 5-year on the floor for Nueva Ecija. Gabo, Macaloni, Wico, JJ Collado, and the leading three-point shooter of the league, Byron Villarreal.
Oh, good soft touch. Just missed on that fadeaway. Nueva Ecija really trying to establish post position, getting things started from the post.
Oh, what a wanted front line that is. Collado and Macaloni after Bobby Balapanag and Michael Mabula.
You have no choice. You really have to. You're basically playing with the hand that you're dealt. Kung sino man pinasok, yun na yun, just play hard.
Matias beats the buzzer with a 3.
There's another vet who developed shooting at a later time in his career.
Villarreal tries to answer back. Doesn't work.
Oh, malamig pa, malamig pa.
Manila trying to slow things down right now. 3-point field goal shooting this quarter. 3 out of 9 para sa Manila and only 1 out of 7 for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Not really the best 3-point shooting team in the league, which is very ironic because they have one of the top 3-point shooters in Byron Villarreal as well as Mamboy Raimundo.
Well, with how this team's assembled, they also play heavy in the post. Like their last game, 50% from 2 points. Just as we say that, a 2-point drive by Hesed Gabo. First 2 points of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Specialty of the house, slashing and dashing through the lane para dito kay Hesed Gabo. Absorbing the contact and finishing through it.
Oh, he's another guy who puts in the work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I see, as I say that, Marvin Lee with another 3-point shot. 6 points for Marvin Lee, giving Manila the 4-point lead.
Yeah, he has not been ashamed to hoist it up from downtown. Itong si Marvin Lee really keeping Nueva Ecija at bay with those 3-pointers.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Marvin had a 50-point game in college. Was that 50?
I'm not sure if that was in college, but I wouldn't doubt it if it happened at the high school level. Marvin Lee was taking up residency during my final year with the FU Baby Tamaraws in high school. Very happy to see him blossom into the player that he is right now. Of course, start for the UST Growling Tigers in the UAAP Seniors Division. Right now, one of the top gunners para sa Manila Stars. Isa sa mga inaasahan ni Coach Max Diadante.
Oh, there's Hesed Gabo again being aggressive. As I was saying a while ago, I see this guy do the extra work. Mike Gamboa, former PBA player, shout out to you. Put up his own court and is teaching other pros on ball handling and finishing. And Gabo is one of his clients, and I always see them working. And yeah, shout out to Mike for helping these guys out.
Boy, Mike Gamboa was such a destroyer in high school, playing for the Ateneo Blue Eaglets. Idol ko yan dati pa eh.
That guy's a cheat code. We were teammates in inter-village, and you just give him the ball, and that nobody could stay in front of him. He was too fast. That guy was a cheat code.
And to those who don't know him, he is not the tallest of players, but he is just really strong and very skillful. It's Mike Gamboa. If you saw him play in the juniors division for Ateneo, he was just absolutely amazing to watch.
It just goes to show it's not always the height. Heart over height, like they say.
And to that, 5 seconds remaining here in the first period. Manalo breaks free and finishes for 2.
Oh, Gabot thought he was going to be given that duty foul, but unfortunately, referees didn't call it.
I stand corrected. That was Mark Yu finishing the play para dito sa Manila Stars. Marvin Lee keeping his team up comfortably right here against the very dominant Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Philip Manalang getting his share of the load here. 5 points in the game. Mabula able to conquer Junjun Monsubre, who is making his first appearance here in the Mpbl this season. That's another 3 by Marvin Lee, as the Stars up by 5 points right now at the end of the first 10 minutes, 17-12. Alright, team matchups here on your screens. Battle between the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards and the Manila Stars. Here's the head-to-head matchup, the numbers for their team this season.
Well, now we have points scored for Nueva Ecija, 89.6 compared to the 76.1 of Manila. And the points allowed, 77 for Manila and 72 for Nueva Ecija. Just goes to show the defense also of this Nueva Ecija squad. As we say, defense, steal. First possession of the second quarter. Good defensive stop by Manila.
First quarter field goal story on your screen. 6 out of 17 for the Stars, and Manila 5 out of 15. Sorry, rather, Nueva Ecija at 5 and 15. A drive by Lee, hoists it up and gets it up and in. Marvin Lee, another bucket para sa kanya.
Now Marvin Lee, an electric score, but as we say that, no defense on the other end. Failing to get back down on D, giving up that easy 2 points for Wico.
Michael Wico, one of 3 Nueva Ecija players belonging to the 1,000 point club dito sa MPBL. Of course, the other 2 being JJ Collado and much recent, ito si Byron Villarreal.
How nice is it to have those guys on one team? As a coach, you can go to anyone for scoring.
And usually, you know, talent doesn't really guarantee you success as a team. That is why Nueva Ecija has been so successful. Oh, something happening here as the Rice Vanguards try to push the ball. And this is not a good sign here. Michael Wico holding on to his knee.
I think there was a knee-to-knee collision on that play. Well, let's see what happened on the replay. We couldn't see it from this angle as we were seeing Macaloni sky in for the 2 points.
And Michael Wico is a very tough nut to crack. He really has a high pain tolerance, but he has yet to rise up from the floor, lying face down on the hardwood right now. Let's look at that again. See Wico. Ooh. That was a bump from behind by Mark Yu, and that is really not a good play at all, because that is a very dangerous hit.
Now, from that angle, it looked like he really chased Wico looking for that little bump, and that could have been avoided as Yu was coming from behind, so he could have just avoided him. But as we saw in the replay, I think he really tried to make an effort to bump into Wico.
Looks like he used his knee to hit the back part of the leg nito ni Michael Wico. But he is now up on his feet. Parang wala nangyari.
Championship caliber players, for them, pain is just another obstacle of the game. You really want to win. Basta yung sinasabi nila, malayo sa bituka yan. Kaya mo ilaro yan.
Mr. Intensity, Mr. Tenacity, Michael Wico. All these things para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Let's look at that again on the left side of your screens. It looked really to be an intentional hit.
Nueva Ecija faithful responding to that call on the screen. So double black eye for Manila as the basket counts, and we'll have free throws and possession after this.
I believe it's going to be just a singular free throw para sa kanila, as that basket by Macaloni was deemed counted by our officials. Timeout muna tayo dito, and Nueva Ecija will call ceasefire. 19-14 is the count. Byron Villarreal, the recent inductee into the 1,000 point club here in the MPBL, versus Rizal. 4 out of 7 from the field, 11 points.
This guy Byron is a definition of a microwave. Let him get hot and it'll be a long day for you guys.
All right, let's turn you over to Ms. Gianna Lianes with a report. Go ahead, G.
Aminado si Byron Villarreal na nakikita niya yung improvement niya as the games go by, dahil nung una daw kinakapapa niya ang laro ng mga teammates niya, pero ngayon parang pamilya na sila. And speaking of family, Byron shares that he doesn't usually have family at the venues, but he gets a lot of strength knowing nanunood ang tatay niya from Bacolod. Byron adds na being that Kiefer and 30 Ravenna are his cousins on his father's side, he gets a lot of advice from them as well. Lagi daw pinapaalala sa kanya to not waste any opportunity by giving his 100% in every game, and that's what motivates him. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, G. Yeah, for those who don't know, he is definitely a cousin of the Ravenna brothers on the father's side. And that just goes to show why he is a great basketball player in his own right. It is in the blood.
Hey, the more you know, that's the first time hearing of this, but I wouldn't be surprised with the way he plays. Maybe I'll go as far as to say as he's the Ravenna with the most shooting.
What a bold statement, Coach Aldo.
From the three.
I'm sure the Phenom has something to say about that. Meanwhile, Macaroni gets 2 points on that reverse. I'm really curious to what reaction Kiefer will say to that.
You know, shout out to Kiefer. We're actually talking right now. But I'm not going to tell him that.
And the Mesa making his first appearance in this ball game, fouled on the drive. Score is 21 apiece in the early goings of our second quarter. Here's our previous offensive set para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Simple brush screen. And the roll by Will Macaroni. Great assist once again para galing dito kay Byron Villarreal, who in my opinion, one of the most underrated passers as well in the Mpbl.
Yeah, he's known for his offense, but that's how IQ players work. If your opponents scout your shooting when you start passing, that's when your game really comes out.
That free throw by Roy De Mesa is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang sabot at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Collado attempts for 3. That doesn't work. Villarreal, offensive rebound. Fouled by Leo on the putback. Thought he got all ball.
Oh, now I'm getting confirmation. Byron is actually Kiefer and 30's Tito.
Okay.
And their dads are cousins.
All right.
And now I'm gonna ask sino pinaka-shooter sa kanila. Yeah, for sure, the Nueva Ecija faithful waiting for this to go in so they can get their lead, but unfortunately misses that first free throw.
Villarreal, one of the leading scorers on the stacked roster of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Makes the second free throw, split at the line galing sa kanya. That's a rare miss on the first, but makes the second para dito kay Byron. Collado commits a personal on the backcourt. No scoring ball game between these two teams.
Surprisingly, with the firepower Nueva Ecija has, credit Manila for keeping them in check. 21-22 in favor of Nueva Ecija.
Oh, what has Manila done here that has really been working para sa kanila and trying to limit the production of the Rice Vanguards despite their depth?
I think Manila's just really playing physical, as we can see. They're not letting Nueva get away with their usual dominance in the paint. And again, Manila's just doing their best to stay in the game by running their offensive sets, and so far it's been working for them.
Shamasna Banez making his first appearance this season for the Manila Stars. Now Nueva Ecija with the possession. Gabo finds Villarreal off the down screen. That's going to be a miss from Byron.
Now still looking for his first three-pointer of the game.
Oh, Banez being challenged by Siruma. Almost a three-point play, but two free throws nonetheless coming up para dito kay Shamasna Banez.
Oh, good effort still from Siruma, even though that was a fast break point. No easy baskets, as they say. Earn it from the free throw line, and that's what's about to happen right now.
Manila has had a lot of personnel changes in this season. The most recent being Gary David moving over to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. That's a big loss para sa kanila. As we all know how important a player El Granada is, even at this point of his career. You give him the basketball at crucial situations, he will still deliver.
You know, I think that legendary run he had with Powerade, if you were there to see it, you knew exactly where you were what day it was when that crazy 1-8 upset happened and the famous lumiliap na yung kamay ni El Granada line started, and that was just a great game by El Granada.
Oh, Nueva Ecija still couldn't buy a basket here. Manila up by a solitary point. Dan Sara is joined by Junjun Bonsubre, Marvin Lee, Ronnie Matias, and Sham Banyes.
The question will be if Manila can weather the storm. Usually this Nueva Ecija squad after halftime comes out blazing. Can they keep that in check?
Bonsubre from 15 couldn't get that one to drop.
Oh, almost paid for that gamble.
Villarreal once again still couldn't go on that three-point try.
Oh, still having a hard time finding his range.
Only one three-point make so far for the Rice Vanguards in this game. That's coming from Philip Manalang.
No drive-in kick. Surveying the floor. Oh, good defense by Will to disrupt the offense of Manila.
And substitutions once again para kay Coach Jerson Cabilte, Shaq Taganas, Michael Mabulak, Michael Wico. Very happy to see him back on the floor. And of course, the debuting Chris Biton, who is making his first appearance for Nueva Ecija in this season after starting their campaign with an injury.
Oh, good to see him back on the floor also. I call him the Rice Prince. Chris Biton, the Rice Prince. Welcome back to the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Such depth at that point guard position. Actually, all positions.
And think about it, they've been undefeated and they were still lacking one of their main guns.
Oh, Byron Villarreal finally connects from downtown, and this crowd is loving it.
It was about time. 4 points for Byron, but the crowd really waiting for that three to fall from Byron.
Sara hooks a pass to Bonsubre. Gets it back. Dan Sara for three. Gets it back.
Oh, this guy isn't scared to shoot threes too. 6 points for Dan, telling the crowd. Oh, wait a second, wait a second. Oh, just as he says that, Byron with back-to-back threes. Giving this home crowd a reason to cheer. 7 points for Byron.
Drawing energy from the crowd. The shooter out of Jose Rizal University. One of the top three-point shooters dito sa Mpbl. Starting to heat up.
Like they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And this guy is not scared to take him.
3 out of 13 from three-point country itong Nueva Ecija. And this was one of them, courtesy of one Byron Villarreal. That setup galing kay Chris Biton. It's brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Now let's see Manila's answer for that three-pointer.
Sara.
Going back to Sara.
Oh, cross-court, dangerous pass to Lee. Tries to beat the buzzer. Oh, but our referee sharp to call that shot clock violation.
Oh, Manila really driving and kicking, looking for those three-point shots.
See on your screens, Coach Max Diadante trying to lead his squad to what has deemed to be the impossible so far in this season, that is beating the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Villarreal, another three-pointer on the way. Doesn't drop, but falls into the hands of Wico, who gets the deuce.
Oh, forcing Manila to call a timeout. They can see that Byron is heating up and shots are starting to fall. They need to call that timeout just to make sure that they kill the run and get a good offensive set on this next possession.
When you're a good team as the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, offensive rebounds are a big no-no for them, as now they are up by 4, 3 and 29 remaining in the first half. You're looking at the crowd here at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Game 1 result, San Juan winning 146-64 over the hapless Mindoro Tams. Mindoro falling to 1-15, while San Juan strengthens their hold of the number 4 spot in the North Division team standings. So in our second game, Laguna was victorious over the Imo City Bandera. Paulo Ponteos taking over in the end game. We're looking at Captain Marbel, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes on your screens. Also, he's beside Operations Head Emer Oreta, and of course also our security head, Sir Rudy Distrito, the destroyer, in that lane as well.
Nueva Ecija starting off with a full court press, trying to delay the offense of Manila.
Mariano tries to go to Manalo backdoor, but Lee instead receives it. High looper doesn't work. Taganas gets it to Bitoon. Mabula, early positioning against Mariano. Bitoon, will he get his first basket here? 14 remaining on the shot clock. Chris uses the pick, bounces it off. Mabula doesn't get the bounce. Taganas, offensive rebound and fouled on the way up.
Shaq just has magnets for hands. Not the highest jumper, but I think he's the guy that creates the most space to get those rebounds, that it just falls into his hands.
Well, Shaq Taganas holds the record for most rebounds in a game dito sa MPBL when he was playing for the Bulacan Cuyas. I believe that was 30 rebounds in one game. Itong si Shaq Taganas. And he has been breaking records in a lot of leagues in that rebounding department.
And it just goes to show again that it's not always about athleticism. You have to be smart, boxing out, getting good position, and just having that effort to get those rebounds. Again, which rewards Shaq with free throws, but unfortunately goes 0 for 2.
Shaq Taganas, not really your best free throw shooter. Only 33.3% from the charity stripe this season. Muffs his 2 charities as Manila will get a chance to get back from this 4-point deficit. Pressure in the backcourt. Yu gets it across to Lee.
Well, let's see what Manila can do in this set. Still holding, still down 4 points.
A little flex action here for the Stars. Manalo, back to Mariano. Shot is good para dito kay Joaquin Mariano.
A good pass from Julius Manalo, trusting his teammates to make that shot.
Nueva Ecija now with possession. Bitoon. This is his first appearance this season for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Tries to get his first attempt. That doesn't work. Smothered by the defense on that try.
Good interior defense there. Not fouling.
There's that lefty layup. Swatted away by Junjun Mansubre. Easy block for the big man. Here now Bitoon. This time from 3. That's off to the left. Mansubre. Another rebound para sa kanya.
Still trying to get his touch from the floor. Still hasn't put up points on the board. Bitoon. But that'll change for sure.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass coming from Mariano. Tried to go down low to Mansubre. Wico.
Good defense there.
Here's Yu. Will he finish? Yes, he will.
30 points each. 4th point of the game for you.
Well, it has been a game of spurts so far para sa parehong koponan. Right now, tied at 30 apiece. Mabula trying to work his way in the post. They swing it. Manala hit a 3 earlier. That's way short, but Shaq Taganas at the right place, at the right time. 2+1 special once again para kay Shaq Taganas.
There's that space he creates. Even though it falls right to him, you can't just push him away or jump over him to get the rebound. Shaq takes up so much space that when the ball falls, all you have to do is hope that he doesn't get the end one. But unfortunately for Manila, that's just what happened right now. Shaq looking to convert on this end one in the free throw line.
True epitome of using everything that you can as an advantage. But missing on that free throw once again. A lane violation though against the Stars will merit another try from the charity stripe para dito kay Shaq Tagana. 0 out of 3 on his last attempts.
Let's see if he can convert on this second chance. Oh, he knew that was off too. But again, Shaq keeps it alive. Oh, Chris still not having his touch today.
Well, the moment Biton makes his first basket in this game, this place will definitely roar very loudly.
And for sure, that won't be his one and only basket of the game. Scorers like that, once they get their touch going, they can get rolling in a hurry.
Oh, Wico jumps the pass, ends up with Manalang. Now Philip will call the shots. Mabula, top of the key. Yu tries to steal. That's short. Taganas, another offensive rebound and cleanup.
Oh, is that a pass? Was that a pass or we can just say it's a pass. Nice pass from Mike Mabula to Shaq Taganas for his 4th point of the game.
So Calentong to Mendiola, connecting right there. San Beda and JRU connection.
Oh, there's that trap now working to perfection. Easy 2 points for Mike Mabulak.
Oh, don't you just love it when a big man like Michael Mabula can be at the top of your full court pressure defense in forced turnovers, which in turn can lead to easy baskets.
Oh, Mike Mabulak, even though he's a big man, has really good footwork and quickness.
Doesn't seem to be taking a step less in this game. Ito si Michael Mabula forcing the steal, getting the easy 2 points with that left hand.
Well, right now, though, unfortunately, in the penalty, giving 2 free throws up to Manila.
Manalo is the one on the line. That's gonna be a miss galing sa kanya. He has yet to score in this game, but he does have 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Those are attempts 7 and 8 for the Manila Stars in this game.
6-point lead being enjoyed right now by Manila.
Oh, in and out. Bonsubre could have gotten away with a push. 13 seconds left in the first half.
Let's see if they can keep it close coming into the end of the first half and keep that momentum going.
Bonsubre, with a lot of time still on the clock, decides to launch from 3. That's a hurried shot and he knows it.
Now let's see if Nueva Ecija can still get off 1 shot before this half ends.
Tactical substitution. Villarreal now in the game for the last 1.3 seconds and throws that one away. That will go the side of the Stars once again for the final possession, I believe, of this half.
And now they get the inbound from under the ring because of that turnover. Let's see if Manila can get this opportunity closer to the basket with a good out-of-bounds play.
No shooters on the floor para sa Stars. De Mesa receives, catches fire. That doesn't work.
Oh, good defense by Byron on that. Just bothering the shot enough for a double clutch and a short jump shot.
And Nueva Ecija once again able to exact dominance over the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Byron Villarreal leading the way. Not an unfamiliar sight. 7 points, 2 out of 6 from 3-point country.
Oh, this guy is really going to shoot. Man doesn't care about his averages. He's just looking to get his shot off. And in the second half, let's watch out for this guy. I'm sure he's going to turn it on more in the second half.
42.9% from 3-point country this season. Byron Villarreal, he is with Gianna Llanes at courtside.
Byron, it's been 2 weeks since your last game, but alam ko nung 2 weeks na yun, binigyan kayo ng panahon ni Coach Gerson to spend time with your family and relax. Paano yun nakatulong sa inyo?
Malaking bagay sa amin kasi nakapahinga kami ng matagal ha. Pero medyo may ano sa amin ngayon sa game na to, medyo flat kami sa start namin ngayon sa game.
And you guys have a 6-point lead right now, knowing your team gusto niyo palakihan yun. Ano magiging focus niyo sa second half?
Unang-una yung depensa namin, kailangan namin i-adjust kasi doon kami nalalakas kami dun sa depensa namin. Tsaka yung opensa namin, medyo hindi rin nag-flow namin yung opensa namin.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Byron Villarreal of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. We now invite you to watch this video of our top 10 plays of the week.
Decides to post up because of that closeout by Victoria. But Ronjay still able to score on the turnaround. Let's get on that as he takes a look at our epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Owns the win. Ronjay Buenate. Look at his shoes. Those are Jordan 1s.
Yeah, so it's a picture perfect with the shoes.
I can't believe it. Someone's wearing Jordan 1 and who he was in 2019. Oh, what a spin. J-Mark Pagliari for 2. What a tornado right there. J-Mark Pagliari leaving the defense in the dust. and getting the 2 points.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. J-Mark Malyani owning that highlight. Great to see him back from that fractured action away by Milano. Lucero crossover. That's a beautiful move from the point guard.
Look one way, the hesitation, and then the crossover to create separation. Boy, this kid is just super fast.
Goes to the twin. JC, there's that chemistry all the way from birth.
Yeah, that connection. Alam mo, sabi ko kasi, yung connection na yan, since nung baby pa sila eh.
Bang clashing chemistry. We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. They just make us speechless from time and time. Stop delivered. Melencio gets it back. Baseline drive. Ian Melencio. No bounce. Oh, Melencio with a putback.
Again, Ian Melencio not giving up on that play.
It was against RJ Ramirez. Take a look at that putback. Ian Melencio. As mentioned by Coach Louie, hindi mo na siya makikita. Yung kamay niya na lang. And that's all that he needed to score the putback.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly. Di ba?
15-9, Man City with the lead. Caballero, also one of the best passers in the league. Victoria. Oh, that's a tough layup. All the English in the world, he scored his first 2 points. Notice Victoria, talked about his confidence. Wow. I mean, the spin on that basketball proving very effective for that basket.
Ang gumagawa nun dati, yung bumantay sa kanya eh.
Si Cyrus Baguio, right? 71. Caballero, tough move, basket and one.
Now, meron pa bang kailangan ng Edwards?
Drive right there, challenging the defense of the much lengthier J-Mark Impayan, and he will go to the line for a bonus free throw.
Again, the gut feel, di ba? Minsan, ito yung gut feel ng isang
Espinas kicks it out. Estrella, 2 on the shot clock. Oh, good move. Beautiful escape for Antonio Estrella.
Not the quickest player, definitely not athletic, but one of the smartest.
But that was such a beautiful move that even the fans of San Juan had to give it up to Andoy.
Sadio playing in his first season here in the Mpbl.
Oh, what a move by Santa Maria. Yan ba yung tinatawag nila yung parang Pinoy step ba yan, Happy? Yung sinushow muna yung bola.
Yes, that is the
Yan ba yun?
step.
Yan ba yun?
Babam Santa Maria shows the ball, baits the defender, and finishes on the other side of the basket. Slow-mo.
Bataan with a chance to get the lead. Gabawan onto Bilugan. 1-2 and the layup.
This is Bataan brand of basketball. Tight defense, forcing their opponent into tough spots.
Take a look at that move. Onto the reverse. Reggie Bilugan being found by the big guy, Jamil Gabawan. We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Hold the win.
Amazing skill and control shown there by Back here at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City, where the home team, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, they're up by 6 against the Manila Stars. The Stars actually held the lead for a lot of the first quarter before Nueva Ecija turned it on the Jets in the second frame. Philip Manalang started it off for them, had 5 points in that first period. But Michael Mabula buckled down to work, conquering June Bonsubre in that post. Marvin Lee, top scoring for his squad in the first 20 minutes of action to be able to keep in step with the very dominant Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Well, this Manila team is showing some fight, being down 6, really not giving the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards an easy time in the paint, also making them work for their shots, but Nueva Ecija buckled down on defense, forcing turnovers from their press, and in turn giving them a 6-point lead. And with the help of this guy, Byron Villarreal, hitting 2 threes in that quarter, helping the Rice Vanguards as well as Shaq Taganas, giving them a 6-point lead, opening the second half.
Well, the Stars are really giving the fight to them as they are down by only 6 points. So you remember that Rizal lost big time to the Nueva Ecija squad in their last game by 19 points, and here are the numbers from the first 20 minutes of action.
17% for 3 for Nueva Ecija, but 24 inside points compared to Manila's 8. 22 rebounds to 21 for Manila. A close rebounding game despite the height disparity, but the bench points of Nueva Ecija, 25 compared to the 9 points of Manila. This being a close game, Manila needs to get points from anywhere they can, and hopefully the bench can step up this second half.
Well, most expected, Nueva Ecija is the number 2 bench scoring team in the league, 43.9 points per game off of that bench. Byron Villarreal leading the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards with 7. Manalang has 5. Shaq Taganas and Macaloni have 4 apiece. Sa kabila naman, it's Marvin Lee, 8 points. Dan Sara has 6. Mariano has 5. And Mark Yu with 4.
Well, let's see how Manila will adjust in this second half, trying to keep the game close against Nueva Ecija.
Second half of action. When we return, don't go away.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl na, Mpbl na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Second half of action now almost underway here. This is the third game of your Tuesday triple header. This is day 65 of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, presented by Extreme One Stop Shop Appliances. Javi Palanya together with Coach Aldo Padrillo. Gian Alianes is at courtside. Nueva Ecija, they get a stop on the opening possession against the Stars. Macaloni going for the lefty finish and makes it count.
Will Macaloni with his 6-point. Once he gets that full head of steam, it's hard to stop that big body of Will.
Oh, nobody getting in his way. Let's look at that again. Matias just shadowing that shot by Macaloni, not fully committing to the help. Aaron Aban making his first appearance in this game.
A good stop by Renz on that possession. The pressure defense is starting to pay off for Nueva Ecija.
Well, they're really trying to milk that advantage because obviously they have more players, more weapons to utilize in this game compared to the Stars. And Villarreal opens up third quarter festivities from three-point country.
10th point of the game for Byron. That stroke is a thing of beauty, coming off a curl, catch and shoot with a hand in his face. Beautiful. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Sara was all over that shot, even face guarding that attempt by Byron Villarreal. And now a dozen points ang kalamangan dito ng Nueva Ecija, 42-30 as we head into this timeout. Back here inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City in the beautiful province of Nueva Ecija for the fourth time this season. The Rice Vanguards once again with that full court pressure defense, getting a steal and an easy basket. Villarreal, another basket this time from point blank range.
Nueva Ecija really knows how to come out the gates the second half, like their last game against Centro. It was a pretty close game coming into ending the first half, but then as soon as Nueva Ecija came out in the second half, they blew the doors open on that game, and it might be the same story today.
One of the best, if not the best, third quarter teams here in the Mpbl. The third quarter performance always very crucial, and that is a mark of a great team, whether they're up or down at the end of the half. That third quarter really very important to be able to cement a chance in earning the victory. They get another stop here.
Oh, sorry, miss there. Nueva Ecija now getting
Oh, what a pass that was! Eset Gabo put that on a highlight reel. JJ Collado running the floor, receiving that feed. 2 points for the big man.
No-look pass. Now the fans getting involved with those showtime plays. Oh, still no go for Manila.
That shot was very deadly in his college days with the Letran Knights. Missing on that occasion. Gabo once again trying to set up his teammates. This time it's Will Macaloni, but Manila no recourse but to give up the foul. We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. Look at that pretty play. Eset Gabo with a spectacular find. The vision on full display. Defense did not know what was coming for them.
Look right, pass left to the cutting Collado for that easy two-pointer. Now the fans really getting into it. Nueva Ecija getting anything they want inside and outside.
Collado fakes the three, drives on the other side and gets the bucket.
Oh, Macaloni was the reason that bucket was possible. He created space on the opposite end, giving Collado enough room for that floater.
13-0 run by the Rice Vanguards in this third quarter. Manila continues to be scoreless here in the second half. Here's that move by JJ Collado. Blue by Matias. And that help by Bonsubre. Didn't really do much to bother the shot. That's a great slight pick right there by Will Macaloni.
Yep, now Manila having a hard time getting into their offensive set. The pressure defense of Nueva Ecija really giving them a tough time setting up their offense.
Sara off the curl. Doesn't get the bounce. Esed Gabo looking to run here. No numbers for Nueva Ecija. Drag screen by Collado. Leaves it for Macaloni. Bullies his way inside. Could not get that one to go. Lee. Tough finish and makes it. Marvin Lee for 2.
Oh, good finish there. Good composure. Going up against the bigger guy for his 10th point. Marvin Lee with the tough acrobatic layup.
And more importantly, the first 2 points of the Stars in the second half. After going scoreless in the first 3 minutes of action, this is the third quarter. Meanwhile, Nueva Ecija continues its hot scoring run in this period. Collado knocking one from downtown.
How can you stop a team who has a good in and out game? Big men who can steal and big men who can shoot. 20-point lead now for Nueva Ecija.
Oh, but Subre trying to make something out of nothing right there. It was fouled on the way up, got hit in the face by Will Macaloni.
Oh, that elbow will bit a little bit on the pump fake.
Let's look at that again. Oh yeah, hit right in that middle area. Dun sa may bridge ng nose.
No ill intentions there. Just a good pump fake. And just collateral damage there.
Well, that's going to be a big blow for Manila if Bonsubre will not be able to return here. He's on the sidelines right now, actually on that baseline, being helped by their team staff. Still shaken up after that play. Let's turn you over to Gianna Llanes.
Being na ito ang unang beses na nakapuntang Manila Stars dito sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum, kunwento ni Coach Maxi na medyo naligaw sila on the way here, at least down the distraction from the pressure coming into this game. He shares na ang biggest challenge niya this season as a coach is the constantly changing lineup of Manila per game. So nakadepende talaga siya sa mga veterano niya ngayon in order to secure a spot in the playoffs. Coach Maxi tells his team last huddle, huwag niyong isipin na home crowd nila ito. Nothing is impossible inside the court. Javi Inaldo?
Thank you for that report, G. Coach Max Dayandante remaining to be a positive force on the sidelines para sa kanyang koponan as they try to get back into this ball game. De Mesa hitting 2 shots on the charity stripe in lieu of June Bonsubre, who had to leave the game to get his face attended to.
Good. Again, good move by Will Macaloni in the paint, challenging the defense of Ronnie Matias, but Ray De Mesa unfortunately reaching, rewarding Macaloni with 2 free throws.
Oh, Macaloni has really made quick moves every time he gets that leather, always looking to score.
Despite his size, he has very good footwork. Really likes that baseline spin move, and as you can see, he has hang time even for a big guy.
Macaloni averaging 10.4 points per game this season. Gets the second shot to go. Macaloni 76.3% from the 15-foot parallel in this campaign. Oh, that's another turnover by the Stars.
Byron just standing his ground. Unfortunately, you couldn't dribble past him. Dribbled it off his leg. Quick turnover by Manila, forced by Nueva Ecija's pressure defense.
Villarreal, as always, impressed on the defensive end. Di nga lang masyado napapansin because of his premier offensive prowess, but definitely one of their best defenders. Macaloni now at the post against De Mesa, tries to bully his way once again, forces that left-hand finish, and gets rewarded with a foul to boot.
That quick 1-2 step to the basket, catching his opponent off target, giving him 2 bumps, thinking that he's just gonna bully his way in. All of a sudden, turns with that 1-2, caught the defender off timing and had to give up the foul for 2 free throws for Will.
Well, Macaloni almost gave up playing basketball, already tried to settle down in his home province of Cebu, worked as a lineman there, but the call to play from Coach Gerson Cabiltes was just too much to resist, and here he is, one of the vital cogs in this very strong roster of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Definitely a good pickup for Nueva Ecija. A versatile big man. Will just getting his 10th point from that free throw. You know, if you have a lieu of big men who can work for you in different ways, they're all big but they have different playing styles, helps you adjust in the game. So Sarah just throwing it up, trying to draw a foul.
Oh, Matias finally gets a call. That's going to go against Macaloni, who was saying na nakataas lang naman yung kamay ko.
This is not one of those 1 out of 200 players na aamin na may foul.
Ronnie Matias at the line right now, makes the first.
Third point of the game. A fourth point of the game, excuse me, for Ronnie.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 9.1 points per game along with 11.2 rebounds para dito kay Ronnie Matias this season.
Just a few points shy of a double-double average. Good or reliable.
Macaloni once again looking to score. However, turns the ball over. A rare one para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Oh, Will trying to exert his dominance in the post. Really looking for his offense there and challenging the bigs of Manila to play defense.
Aldo, that's only turnover number 6 for the Rice Vanguards, while Manila already has 14.
Well, that's really a testament of how good Nueva Ecija is taking care of the basket.
And Manila looking to get some whistles here in order for the Rice Vanguards to go over the limit in hopes of making free throws, of course scoring while the time is stopped. Let's turn you over once again to Gian Alianes.
Yes, quick injury update. June Bunsubre is at their dugout right now, icing his right eye. No bleeding, but it is visibly red at nahihilo pa rin siya ngayon. So, papahinga daw siya this quarter and he'll see next quarter if he can return in the game. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, G. Well, we hope that Bunsubre will be all right. Let's see if he will be able to get back on the floor. He has been crucial for the Manila Stars as their main big in this game, defending the plethora of big men that the Rice Vanguards have.
Oh, well, let's see what Manila can do now as Byron, another three. Oh, just too strong, overcooks that one. But still an open look.
9 seconds on the shot clock. 9 seconds.
That's just a testament to the chemistry and great camaraderie this Nueva Ecija team has. They move so well without the basketball, and here's Gabo reading the situation, breaking free, gets the 2.
Easy 2 for Gabo. Again, that's what you get. Gabo with his 5th point, where there are so many scoring options on the floor, you don't know which one to check, and sometimes you just forget the most important guy, the guy with the basketball. Gabo realized that and drove in for an easy 2-point shot.
Oh, Lee coming out of nowhere to secure that offensive rebound. Nobody able to box him out. Gets fouled in the basket, the hoop in the harm para kay Marvin Lee.
Oh, they need more of that from Marvin Lee. Good drive by Gabo. Tried to get the steal, but unfortunately was able to touch the ball. Gabo, easy drive to the basket. Now, speaking of Marvin in Manila, shout out to Marvin Hayes, one of the mainstays of Manila back then, watching right now. Hari ng Ligang Labas. Notoriety, very popular sa mga probinsya. Shout out to you, Marvin. Good luck sa 3x3 mo. Mabuhay ka, Marvin Hayes.
Kamis rin mapanood si Marvin Hayes, no?
Yep.
Very intense player.
True veteran, knows the game in and out. Marunong manggulang ng tama. Di dirty player, pero marunong lang dumiskarte ng tama.
Ang sarap siguro panoorin ng Marquis versus Marvin Hayes na matchup.
For sure. Because ang maganda kasi sa mga big na yan, they respect each other. Kumbaga yung physicality nila, hindi nila iniisip na tinitira sila. Part of the game lang siya. As at the end of the day, friends pa rin naman sila kahit nagtitirahan sila. Pero gusto lang nila manalo talaga.
Lee gets his 17th point of the game. Perfect from the line, 5 out of 5. while his team is 10 out of 15 overall from that area. Biton makes his way back into the game. Pamboy Raimundo also inserted back in along with Michael Wico, Bobby Balocanag, and Mike Mabula.
Oh, 15 points. Just the deficit. Cutting it down little by little.
Oh, this was as high as 20 points earlier. A lot of fouls given up by the Rice Vanguards.
Rice Vanguards in the penalty while Manila still has 2 fouls before the penalty.
Little zone here for the Stars. Raimundo, they go to Bitoon.
5
Wico
seconds to work with.
goes hard and strong. Michael Wico for 2.
Oh, that's that veteran touch there. Goes hard to the basket. Kahit may bantay, composed in finishing that basket for his 6th point.
He's just one of those players na alam mo naman na the-drive talaga siya eh. You know, 9 times out of 10 he will put the ball on the floor. Bihira naman yung titira ng tres. But still, more often than not, very unstoppable.
Once you see a player go straight and hard to the basket, you have to make a decision. Are you going to stop him or not? As we say that, his 4th point, Bobby Balocanag.
And they extend the lead back to 19 points. Let's look at that again. Bitoon, they swing it to Wico. One fake. Lee closes out hard. And Mike attacks that. Meanwhile, Balocanag, another one of those athletic boards galing sa kanya. 62 to 43 as we head into this timeout. Earlier today, the San Juan Knights made a very convincing win against the Mindoro Tams, 146 to 64, making 3 records in that game. Most points scored by a team, biggest win advantage, and the most 3-pointers scored in a single game awarded to Orlan Mamar, who had 12 in our second match. Imus broke away, and Laguna was able to get their 3rd victory of the season, 70 to 68.
Well, now we're having another big game. Hopefully not a blowout game. 62 for Nueva Ecija and 43 for Manila. 19-point deficit. A good defense there by Nueva Ecija. Unfortunately, giving up a foul, which will result to 2 free throws again. Manila having a lot of their time on the line where they're getting their offense this quarter.
It's already more than 7 fouls in this 3rd quarter alone para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Banez will make his way to the charity stripe. Short on the first try. Banez making his season debut dito sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum para sa Manila Stars. Of course, Manila has had their share of personnel problems this season. Most recently, they lost El Granada, Gary David, to free agency, going to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Another offensive weapon they could have used, especially in games like these.
Biton from downtown, still off. Seems that Chris still trying to find his rhythm in this game.
Yep, that 3 uncharacteristically off for Chris.
What is the difference, Coach Aldo, of being in tip-top shape physically versus being in good game shape?
Well, good game shape for me, it's more of feel. You can be in good shape, not get tired easily, but try not playing 1 week of basketball. You'll forget how to pass, how to shoot. But you could be in the best shape. Oh, Bobby, break it.
Oh, almost a dunk right there.
Just teasing us for his 6th point.
The crowd was about to roar, waiting for that slam by Bobby Balocanag, but 2 points nonetheless para sa kanya. Lead is back up to 20.
I've seen fast break 2 points from Bobby, usually elevating for 2-hand slams, but just tickling the ring on that one.
That's another foul called on Nueva Ecija. This time, It's Chris Biton who will be named the culprit of that play. There's that touch pass. Excellent feed. Bobby Balacanag all alone for 2.
So just teasing the crowd, tampering. Maybe in the next one we'll see a bit more of a highlight, but like you said, 2 points nonetheless.
And Sara, their woes continue. They're 13 out of 20 from the free throw line. Free throws always a big part of any team's success in any game. There's a reason why they call it free.
Well, not everything free is taken advantage of, and as we can see there, 2 missed charities from Dan. Oh, good passing.
Oh, Wico baby, that one.
Oh, thought he was gonna get blocked. Tried to hurry that shot up. Unfortunately short, but good ball rotation nonetheless. Looking for the mismatch in the post.
Banyes guarded by Biton. Good tap by Chris. Still ends up with the star. Sara. Pass at the last moment. Oh, could not finish. Is De Mesa. Gets another serving and gets 2 points. Finally, para dito kay Roy De Mesa.
Oh, good effort there. Even though he saw the bigger Mike Mabula trying to battle for it, he didn't give up and he got the open opposite side for that easy 2-point shot.
I've always said that whenever a team goes up against Nueva Ecija, you cannot afford to not play perfect basketball from the opening tip until the final buzzer, because you just really don't know when the switch will be flipped. And right now, it has been happening in this third frame.
And the thing with Nueva Ecija, the scary thing about Nueva Ecija is you don't even know if they're playing their A game, their B game. Sometimes could even be their C game, but you'll see the score. They'd be up 15, 20. So you're right, you really need to be, I don't know if there's anything, A+ game always when it comes to playing Nueva Ecija.
Mukhang A++++++.
Perfect ka dapat.
Bo Balocanag misses on the first free throw.
Still 6 points for Bobby, trying to get his 7th on the line.
Balocanag only shooting 37.5% from the line this season. Oh, gets the bounce. Split at the line para kay Bobby B.
7 points now in the game for Bobby. More pressure being... Oh, there you go. Another turnover.
Transition defense. Absent on that play. What a steal that was by Balocanag. Soaring to be able to get that pass, telegraph it, and score on the other end. Itong si Michael Mabula.
Oh, Nueva Ecija not giving an inch, but good move by Ronnie.
One of the rare occasions, especially in this period, that's going to be a travel against Pamboy Raimundo, fumbling the leather.
Credit the defense again of Mike, I'm sorry. Pressuring all the way. And look at this pass from Pamboy. Who would you pass that to? You could lob it to Bobby or drop it off to Mike for 2 points. It's a hard decision to make.
Well, he could have even taken it by himself.
He could have taken that floater, you're right.
Pamboy has really changed his mindset in his stint here with the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Obviously, a known scorer. Itong si Pamboy Raimundo from San Sebastian up until his previous stints here in the Mpbl, was a top point guard for his previous teams. But right now, because of the loaded roster that they have, he has shifted that mindset into being a total team player, that de facto point guard para sa kanila.
1 of 2 for Marvin. And as you're saying about Pamboy, he's been there, all the leagues. This time, he knows it's all about winning. He's done with the individual phase of his career. And now he's here with Nueva Ecija and always has a chance to come out on top as champions.
7 seconds remaining here in the third. Wico will take it and make it. Michael Wico to end the quarter. Hits it from the right corner. All net on that 3-point try.
His 9th point of the game with that almost buzzer beater to end the third quarter.
Or still a few seconds remaining on the game clock when he hoisted that shot up. That drive by Renz Palma, the kick to Byron Villarreal, starting the 3-point party for the Rice Vanguards in that third period. Another sheer dominance para dito sa mga naka-asul as they look to please their home crowd to another victory in this season. 16-0, going for win number 17 gunning for a sweep. Itong Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, they're up 70-49. Fourth and final quarter of action here in day 65 of your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. We are coming to you live from the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. The Rice Vanguards defending home court against the Manila Stars. Earlier today, we had the San Juan Knights conquering itong Mindoro Tams and Laguna Croatia Heroes, able to hack out a victory against the Imus City Bandera. Quarter scoring here on your screens. What a dominant third quarter that was. 34 points by the Rice Vanguards in that period.
Very dominant. That's when they turned it on right after halftime. Coach Jerson must have said something in the locker room that this game is a bit too close for comfort, and they came out really dominating that third quarter.
Well, you know, those halftime huddles by Coach Jerson are stuff of legend. It really is able to bring out the best in his team. I just wouldn't want to find out how he delivers that speech.
I'm sure it's tough love with a great move by Chris. Spin move baseline, drop pass to Bobby. 9 points for Bobby in this ball game.
And they continue to stamp their class here, itong Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Biggest lead of Nueva Ecija before this was only 6 points in the first half.
Well, now it's ballooned to 23 points.
Sara trying to get something going. Balocanag skying high for another board.
That two-handed rebound. Hands on the ring already.
Biton getting a lot of floor burn here in his debut. Wico, second three-point shot of the game from Michael Wico.
The Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards really giving this crowd a reason to cheer. Each time a basket goes in, the crowd goes crazy.
And earlier in the first half, we thought that Wico would not be able to come back after that hit by Mark Yu, but he is looking to be very okay, itong si Mike.
Now playing in and out, being aggressive, hitting threes. I guess he's okay, just needed a little bit of rest, and now he's playing really well.
Biton spins inside the lane. That pass, finding Balocanag free for the deuce. One of the many baskets of Nueva Ecija that Manila has failed to stop. Julius Manalo checking back into the game para dito kay Joaquin Mariano. Mariano hasn't really been a factor in this contest. Mariano only 5 points in this game in over 12 minutes. All know how capable a shooter he is from the outside, but has not been effective. Only 1 out of 3 from three-point country.
Nueva Ecija now with a 25-point lead. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Still a lot of basketball to be played.
Mabula decides to pull up and gets it. 15-foot jumper, no problem para kay Michael Mabula.
8 points for Mike Mabula off that backpack move, in and out dribble, pull up at the free throw line. 8th point of the game for Mike.
Soft velvet touch from the big man coming out of JRU. Manalo tried to hand it off to Lee. That's from way out. That's gonna go over the backboard. Another turnover para dito sa Stars.
Marvin Lee, also another one who hasn't seen a shot he doesn't like, but unfortunately right now having a tough time.
Very deceptive actually to si Marvin Lee. You'll think na, papayat-payat lang to, pero very intelligent player as well. However, his 18 points in this game have not been enough to climb his team back into this one. 27 points ang inahabol nila ngayon. Biton tries to snake his way, falls away, jumper in and out, still has yet to make a basket this season. Ito si Chris Biton.
Oh, Chris Biton just smiling. Thought that it was in and out, unfortunately for Chris.
+9 in the turnover situation itong Manila. While the 17 turnovers have been converted into 26 points para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Oh, Manalo looking to attack.
And Shaq Taganas, of course, could not believe it. Manalo smiling that one off. Nakaisa siya.
Nakaisa siya, alam niya. Inadmit din ni Shaq na, na-late ako dun.
And Nueva Ecija, they don't seem to be done yet with 6:49 remaining in this game. Insert Byron Villarreal's back. Stephen Siruma is on the floor as well.
Honestly, Javi, sino sasabihin mo na i-insert nila na sabihin mo na ito na yung patapos na yung game?
Wala. Walang tapon, ika nga.
Wala tapon. So kahit sino ipasok mo, parang gusto pa talaga nila i-bound lahat ng kalaro nila.
Well, you know, that's the respect that they give to their opponents. You don't want them slacking off. Parang nakakabastos rin kasi kung kahit na malaki yung lead mo, you're just gonna go on and throw the game just like that.
Yep, you come out to play and compete, and you want both teams to give their best regardless of the outcome.
Sabi nga ni Marky in one of his interviews last week, you respect the game and the game will respect you back.
Definitely. And as Manila is trying to make this a respectable game, down 27 right now, but turnovers not helping their cause.
Manalang, Siruma, Taganas, Mabula, and Villarreal, the 5 on the floor for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Siruma, he has that shot, takes it, can't make it, but just with the board.
Let's see if Manila can pull something out of their hat for this offensive set.
Sara has struggled in this game, only 6 points. Oh, it ends up with the Mesa. Bumped on the shot. Ooh, and there's a player on the floor. That's Dan Sara.
Floor burn from that, but nothing he can't handle.
Oh yeah, one of the toughest players. Ito si Dan Sara.
Now, even those easy 2-pointers not being very good for Manila. Always going in and out.
Sara only 2 out of 12 from the field in this game. One of the players averaging in double digits para sa kanilang kupunan.
Oh, you have to credit Nueva Ecia's defense, respecting all players on the court, trying their best to contest every shot put up by any player. Even though the lead is this big, they're still playing defense.
Almost 14 points per game this season itong si Dan Sara, but in this game just 2 out of 12, 6 points. The Mesa is at the line. (51-77) is the count here. This week we will be having our very first Thursday game day that's going to happen at the Inara Sports Arena in Pasig City.
Sure, those games will be great games. More basketball to be watched. As Will McAloney called for a moving screen. Still didn't have his feet set. But you can give that up right now, being up by 26 points.
I imagine already 5 game days in a week para sa ating liga ng bawat Pilipino.
There's so many basketball leagues right now. Any day, anytime you watch, there's always going to be basketball. Afternoons and evenings. Fun time to be a basketball fan and a basketball player.
Oh, basketball is like a religion here in the Philippines.
As we can see from this crowd, they'll really take time to come and see their home team play. And they're proud of their home teams as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're very into it, especially when action was escalating. Oh, Sara just could not beat the shot clock. Still, very aggressive, pesky defense galing dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Even up to this time, even though they're up this much, they're not giving an inch on defense. Still pressuring the ball handler, forcing into that shot at the last second.
You saw on your screens momentarily, Coach Max Leodante, he is not the happy man at all as his team down by 26 big points. Siruma, Tough pass to Shaq Taganas.
Well, that's that knowledge of your teammates, knowing where Shaq was, knowing he was going to cut to the basket for that wraparound pass for that easy two-point shot.
And they continue to pad on to their lead. Itong Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Here's a drive by Shiruma. Matias helped out, but nobody marking Shaq Taganas. Everybody was on the other side of the basket, and frustration written all over the face of Coach Max Diadante as his squad down by 28 points right now, more than midway through this final frame. Games on Thursday, that's going to happen at the Nares Sports Arena in Pasig City. This will be the first time this season that we will be holding games on Thursday. Bataan going up against Batangas City in the first match. Imus against Sarangani, and in the main game, it's going to be Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines going up against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers.
Nueva Ecija still continuing to play that pressure defense. Still not giving up an inch.
De Mesa. They get it to lead, the top scorer for their squad.
Oh, Manila just trying to work on their sets right now. Unfortunately, that pass too high.
And again, with the shot clock winding down, the Stars rushing to hit that shot. No go once again para sa kanila.
Oh, credit to defense again. Not giving an easy time. Oh, there's that extra pass. He has that shot.
Oh, Macaloni getting the better of that matchup against Ronnie Matias. Matias is no pushover on the boards.
Yep, right now though, the effort of the Nueva Ecija Vanguards, you have to commend them even being up this much. They're still not stopping getting the rebounds and playing defense.
Clark Derije making his first appearance in this game, former UE Red Warrior. Was actually a teammate of Renz Palma in FEU's Team B before they both moved on to Recto to play their talents out for that program.
Still battling for the rebounds, this Nueva Ecija squad. Really playing hard.
The Rice Vanguards are a +6 in the rebounding department, 40-34.
Well, let's see what they have for this set.
Villarreal drives baseline, the kick out, Manalang passes up on the 3. 5 on the shot clock, the Rihe fouled on the way up, and Marvin Lee knows it. That was a foul.
We could hear that all the way from here. Tried to swipe the ball, but unfortunately caught wrist.
Both teams now all over the limit. 3 minutes and 31 remaining here in this game. Nueva Ecija is going for win number 17 in this game, and by the looks of it, Manila will be reeling down to 6-11. This free throw by Clark Derije is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang sabuk at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Derije hasn't really seen a lot of action this season owing to the depth of the roster that they have, but this guy also a quality player, can hit that perimeter jumper, very athletic.
Yep, I'm sure Coach Gerson knows how to pick him, and I'm sure this guy has game too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sara being checked by Manalang. They kick it out. Manalo fumbles, still makes the shot. Julius Manalo, first bucket of the game para sa kanya.
Still playing hard, still trying to get whatever momentum, get lessons that they can for the next game.
Oh, Derije joining in on the party.
Like we said, this guy's got game, doesn't get as much playing time, but for sure,
a good pickup for this Nueva Ecija squad. Just goes to show how deep this team is.
Oh, they also have JP Sarao and Jonathan Oilon on that reserve list.
What a nice reserve list to have.
Also, Tonton Bringas as well.
Oh, that's a great result as we see another turnover and a steal. Stacking up the statistics in his short time on the floor.
Carteria making the most out of this opportunity. And Coach Gerson is still very animated on the sidelines, pointing out instructions. Oh, Deria turns the ball over.
Still want to see them execute the plays.
Sara gets the 2 points. That's just a testament to the excellence that Coach Gerson Cabiltes demands, not just from himself, but from his players as well, leading by example all the time.
Yeah, it just goes to show the whole DS on his players, not letting them just run the clock and do whatever they want, even though the game is well out of reach.
But we know that basketball is a game of habit forming, and you want to keep doing the good things as much as you can in order for it to be second nature para sa'yo.
And now we have Marvin Lee surveying the floor, seeing what he can do.
30 points now is the lead. Manalo, they try this weave. De Mesa attempts from 3, that's short. Macaloni still competes and was bumped into the baseline. Buti na lang he was able to break his fall. Itong si Will Macaloni. 10 points and 7 rebounds in this game for the big man out of Cebu. Formerly played for the Cebu Sharks. Also for the NLEX Road Warriors in the PBA. Manalang now. Gets it. Arenas, one of the homegrown players para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Also seeing action.
Oh, Will also played for Blackwater for one conference.
That's right.
That's where we were together.
Kaya naman pala kilala mo to si Will Macaloni.
Of course. Dami ako naging ka-close dun sa Blackwater kahit saglit lang ako dun.
Coach Aldo getting a little bit sentimental right now.
Good luck to them in the next conference.
Score still stands 85-55, and we are just waiting for the final score here. Once again, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards will be moving up to 17-0 in the team standings. The top team in the North Division, the top team in the league, the only unbeaten squad in this season, while Manila will fall down to 6-11. Their number 8 spot in danger in that North Division, with Caloocan and Marikina trying to breathe down their necks. Manalo gets a lucky shot off the bank.
And this game is over. Just dribbling out the clock. Again, Nueva Ecija with a dominating win over Manila. Just goes to show how they want to keep that streak and don't want to give up their first loss to any team in this league.
Well done with all the great things that Nueva Ecija has done in this season. What are you still more impressed with sa kanila?
That they don't take any games for granted. Yes, they have close games, but even the games that you think will be close, they play hard, they get big leads, and they maintain those leads. They respect everyone they play, and I'm assuming that's how it's going to be for this whole season.
Actually, during the start of the season, especially the Nueva Ecija, they had a habit of starting out flat, especially in the first period. But come the second and third quarters, they really turn it on, flip the switch. Byron Villarreal once again leading the charge para sa Rice Vanguards. This player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl with OKBet. Own the win.
Oh, Byron, that microwave again. Couldn't find the shot in the first half, but then as soon as the second half started, guns a-blazing. Hit his first 2 3-pointers in and out game, and that merited him to be our best player of the game.
3 players scoring identical 12 markers para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, Macaloni and Wico, the other 2 from that squad. Let's turn you over to Gian Lianes, who is with our best player of the game, itong si Byron Villarreal.
Yes, you guys had a huge third quarter, especially, I believe, with around 34 points. So ano yung sinabi sa inyo ni Coach Gerson, lalo na during halftime, para ma-encourage kayo na mag-shoot pa?
Ayun, nung halftime, galit na galit si Coach. Kaya yung pagdating ng third, medyo maganda na yung depensa namin.
Coming from a 2-week break, ngayon naman sunod-sunod ang mga laro nyo. So ano yung game plan nyo coming into that?
Basta every practice, talagang guard na kami every practice. Pagdating sa game yun, nadadala na namin.
And you guys are still undefeated with 17 wins. I'm sure maraming proud sa inyo, lalo na dito sa home court nyo. Sino ang gusto nyong pasalamatan?
Wala thank you kay God sa binigyan niya panalo. Boss, Bong Cuevas, boss. Kay Mayor Bian Cuevas, kay Boss Ivan Cuevas, at sa lahat ng mga taga Nueva Ecija, maraming salamat sa inyo. Stay cool, kay Boss Raymond, Power Hopes. At saka sa asawa ni Gabo, si Salvador, happy birthday kay Bro, happy birthday din. Kay Philip, congrats kasi nanganak yung misis niya. Sa family ko, sa wife ko, kay Boss Benson. Saka sa family ko, sa Silay, sa kapatid ko, sa papa mama ko, mga tiyahin ko, Cavite, sa Pandakan, sa mga pamangkin ng misis ko, sa bayaw ko, advance happy birthday. At saka sa lahat ng nagpapabati, thank you sa inyo.
Thank you very much. That was Byron Villarreal of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. He had 12 points, and this player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl, with OKBet on the win. Back to you, Javi and Aldo.
Thank you so much, G. Once again, that was Byron Villarreal, our player of the game, as Nueva Ecija racks up win number 17. Once again, games on Thursday, Bataan against Batangas City in our first game. Imus against Sarangani at 7 o'clock. And in our main match, it's going to be the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers going up against the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines. And once again, thank you ladies and gentlemen for joining us on our Tuesday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. For my partner, Coach Aldo Panlilio, for Ms. Gianna Llanes, this has been Javi Palanya. Once again, this has been the Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Good night.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat.